On Point with Mr. Henrie.
Hello there, this is Mr. Henrie. Now, everything that you need to know that happens in the Pearl of Africa, in Uganda, in this beautiful country, all around Bikulete. This is your one-stop center for all the information that you need to know, keeping you informed. Welcome to On Point with Mr. Henrie, a weekly show that's going to be coming to you. Make sure you join the family on social media On Point with Mr. Henrie. It's Mr. Henrie everywhere. MRHENRIE. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And of course, I'm doing this in partnership with my amazing friends and team from Great Make Studios. Great Make Studios is a content hub that is available for you who is interested in doing extraordinary, top-notch content. If you have an idea that you need to bring to life, make sure you hit up Great Make Studios. Follow them on the social media platforms. Great Make Studios, TikTok, Instagram, X, YouTube, everywhere. Or you can just get everything that you need to know about them from their website. That is www.greatmakefilms.com. Now, my name is Mr. Henrie. I'm going to be taking you through this journey together, pamoja, through the discussion and interaction, opinion, everything that you need to know that happens in this amazing country. Welcome to On Point with Mr. Henrie, keeping you informed.
You're watching On Point with Mr. Henrie.
Nope, Prezido, Bobi Wine is under social media fire after responding to democracy and governing vision question with fertile soil and River Nile. Bobi Wine, the National Unity Platform leader, and of course he found himself at loggerheads. Uganda bamunyigidde nnyo comments nyingi nnyo on X, Instagram, YouTube, wona after he appeared on an interview in Canada. He was asked a question about his vision and dream for Uganda when it comes to governance and also when it comes to democracy. Now, I don't know if he was caught off guard or I don't know if he was unprepared. Unfortunately, Bobi Wine responded with, Uganda has fertile soils and Uganda has the Great River Nile. Abana Uganda batabuse. As you can see on the video.
You've spoken about a new Uganda, and I asked this slightly a bit before, but I want to be a bit more specific. And what does this new Uganda look like with governance and democratic models? And that's all my questions. Thank you so much.
Our vision of a new Uganda. Man! The new Uganda, now I want you to imagine a country, the most fertile place on earth. That's Uganda, where the Great River Nile starts from, where we have the biggest freshwater lake, Lake Naruwale, which you call Lake Victoria, with the most enterprising people, the youngest population in the world, the most enterprising people, creative people like myself, handsome men and women. Now, those are the resources. But the ideas we have for that country, first of all, is to return the rule of law, to return freedom, to boost opportunities, and have all these people that have scattered all over the world come back home because it will be safe. We're going to have free university education.
Supporters of Bobi Wine have defended him on various platforms, but we want to get a hold of one of his closest friends, one of the people that is very loud and vocal from the National Unity Platform, and we assess the damage this might have done for NUP as a party and the image as we're gearing up for the 2026 elections. A lot of Ugandans are saying Kizza, and a lot of Ugandans are also supporting him. This could also be an opportunity for the ruling party, the NRM, to weaken the opposition. What do you think?
Yo! Ndikiriya kyekiriwo. Kati aba NRM bagamba nti Bobi ayokyeza bo mubagamba kimwe ng'abanuupu.
Ati kati bo already bakibaddeko olunaku lamba bagenza okulaba ba outreasonies kati ne badda mu kucreatinga story mbu ate yaguze ennyumba e Canada $1.5 million ku sente ze bakuŋŋaanyiriza wano ezaki a party. Of course, the left side is now even $500,000 dollars. So the time your propaganda, so we're blowing anything. But the big question here is this.
Yes.
In Uganda, you truly move with all those amenities, Victoria, the arable land, the weather, the chicken, is it what it? That's what we could be asking ourselves. Have we really used it to the fullest potential? Gold, how is Karamoja doing?
So Ugandans are wondering, Bobi Wine sobola kwogera ku governance and democracy on an international platform. How can they trust him to be president of the country?
Kakati, president of the country, first of all, a leader in executive powers, then are the technocrats. So many sometimes they used to somebody trying to be a one-man army. Ngayagala aluling agende achalire kunde amuntu alunze empiri alunze enkoko ttatu akoze eki so nga president abana executive powers then aba different arms of government ekolaki egikola emirimu president alina vision somebody stinging it nti n'omuntu ali wali ku stage ya board ali kasala atunda ennyanya amanyi bulungi Uganda yetaaga governance ennungi twetaaga democracy nga amagye ne police tegayinza mu byakulonda twetaaga abantu nga their way bekolaki ebyo bina biri well stipulated so kati eno wider dream omuntu alina gyogerako talina kugifuula chorus ya buli etakyambanyi chorus ya buli omukyambanyi
and all the best in the Kalulu that is coming.
Thank you.
All right.
Have you looked for the full clip? And when you see Bobi Wine answering questions like that on an international platform, what comes into your mind? I'm just giving an opinion. But this is On Point with Mr. Henrie, keeping you informed. Now, away from Bobi Wine, long-time Uganda opposition leader, veteran, Dr. Colonel Kizza Besigye was denied bail this week. He's been in custody for over 9 months. We are very hopeful that he's going to be granted bail, but unfortunately, this didn't happen because the Kampala High Court, presided over by Justice Rosette Comfort, denied him bail, and of course, he's not alone. He's with Haji Obedi Talin, and they have been detained for nearly 9 months on treason charges. Now, his legal defense had appealed on the constitutional grounds, indicating that there's no accused person who is supposed to be held for over 180 days. But unfortunately, the judge said Besigye has not yet done his 180 days. And to get deep into that story, we want to have the Lord Mayor, Elias Lukwago, who is among the people abali ku pulida ya Dr. Colonel Kizza Besigye. Atubulire ekikyalowooza, and if we have any hope anytime soon of seeing Dr. Colonel Kizza Besigye released.
Neza General Court Marshal nakulu 15 era court nesinzira kwetu nemuwa bail kati judgment agirine yamuwata iraga bulungi nti nenako ezokubiri noli abadde mu General Court Marshal babadde ku remand n'agitaputa kifuula nete tugenda kupondoka tugenda maaso nga tulwana okulaba nti Dr. Besigye n'Obedi Tale bafuna obwenkanya wamu n'abasiba.
You're watching On Point with Mr. Henrie.
I hope you're loving this. Thank you so much for watching. This is On Point with Mr. Henrie, of course in partnership with Great Meg Studios. Now, if you are a creative and you have an idea that you want to bring to life, Great Meg Studios is available for you. Make sure you check them out. Make sure you call the numbers that you see on your screen. Come and they bring your idea to life. It's a creative hub. It's nothing like you've seen before in this country, and we are proud to partner on this beautiful project, On Point with Mr. Henrie. I hope you join the family and we grow together. Now, 2 children, unfortunately, lost their lives after a bus collapsed on the Mubende Kampala Highway. Banabana babade bava ku school trip from Daystar Makindye. The children who lost their lives are Rona, Kakembo, and Pamela. And when you're looking at the scenes of the parents crying, you help but wonder, where was ekibuzo kimu? Essomero ly'eryabadde mu nsobi, or it was just an unfortunate incident. We have the mother of one of the deceased Rona Kakembo speaking. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel. Ngomazola ba video wait. And who is to blame here? Let me know after this video.
Omwana ono yalabika agenze kituufu paamu yafudde bubi kubanga byenalabisa binnyonnyola luvannyuma neŋŋamba bannange n'omwana omulala omutwe guugwo yakukubyeyo mujje tusikeyo tulabe oba akyalimu akasama owange yakuba samenti ngo nekyukira mu ttaka nasikayo nsike era bwe namusikayo nsinga negweri nerabanga Kakembo wange nenebaza mukama bannange nti ate ffe yatuleseewo nga tuli balamu mama Dioni ffenna tugume.
That is Nsubuga Irene, mama w'omwana eyavudde mu bulamu bw'ensi eno Rona Kakembo. My question to you is this recklessness from the side of the school? Is this an unfortunate incident? After this happened earlier on in the week, I was talking to one of my family members and they told me that are we going to see parents withdraw from sending their children on these school trips? It's soccer trips zinoza bay amasomero gano gasaba sente nyingi nnyo okutwala abaana ku trip, but imagine toiling as a parent nosasola sente ezo omwana wo n'atakomawo. It is alleged that the driver was asleep. This is by Michael Kananura, who is the spokesperson for traffic police. But we are getting to driver yadakoye nga yebase. Is this something that any parent wants to hear? We have Michael Kananura on record. You're watching On Point with Mr. Henrie.
This bus was heading from Kasese. 11 sustained serious injuries. The driver is on the run and efforts to apprehend him are underway.
Is it bad luck or it's an unfortunate incident? We feel for you, all the parents that lost their children. 16 were injured and the story is still developing. You're still watching what happened within the week with On Point with Mr. Henrie. I'm here at Great Make Studios. Away from that, unfortunately, an MP aspirant from Bara South slipped yesterday Denava Kumadala. What are the odds of you waking up in the morning, no senyamanyo bulungi, no yambala engoye, no tambula, no serera kumadala, nofa mbulamu bw'ensi eno nga akamala ogambe eggwanga nti ogenda kwesimbawo ku bwa MP. Now let me tell you about the deceased. This guy is called Denmark Adias Beinomujisha, and of course he's a former Guild president at Bishop Stewart University. He was a representative for the Forum Democratic Change youth leader, and he had just announced his interest in standing as a member of parliament from Bara South. Now, unfortunately, on the 7th of August 2025, he died at Mayanja Memorial Hospital, and his family, Edimbiwobe, and a lot of people are asking, did he have to die now after announcing that he's going to come for MP? Or we are asking questions that should not be asked. Regardless, as you can see on your screen, that is Denmark Adias Beinomujisha. Uganda has lost such a young man at such a young age.
You're watching On Point with Mr. Henrie.
You're still watching On Point with Mr. Henrie. Keep up with my ass for now. Those were the words that came out of the beautiful, astonishing, stunning Shiba Karungi. Shiba Karungi held a presser within the week, and a lot of questions were asked. But one that caught my attention, if you've been monitoring her, if you've been following her, the way she looks is different. The way she left and the way she came back, two totally different people. Now, there's been speculation that she has gone under surgery in what we call a Brazilian butt lift, BBL. But Shiba Karungi denied going under any surgery to lift her butt and said that omubiri gwazimbulukuse as a result of okuzaala omwana. And she also further said that if you know anyone who has given birth, or if you've given birth yourself, you know how it changes your body. Now after, I think on Saturday this week, Saturday or Friday, she posted another video and it got people wondering, okay, was that day, but really, this is too much. And I want to ask you, do you feel like Shiba's body is too much? Do you think, honestly, she underwent a BBL surgery, or these are results of giving birth? But even before we dive into that, let me give you Shiba Karungi herself telling us that she did not undergo any BBL surgery.
But the thing is, I think it's obvious to every mother. Well, if you give birth, your hips widen, your arms widen, it comes naturally. So, but I'm working on it. I'm not losing my weight to what I was. I don't want to go back there, but I want to strike for a beautiful size. Very beautiful, very sexy. It will take me some time, so please bear with my ass right now as I go to bed.
That is Shiba saying that she did not undergo any BBL. Gwechicholo was our mulaba. Me, my honest opinion is she looks good. Whether BBL or not, she looks hot. On fire. I spoke to one of the musicians and Kapakat, this is what she feels like is happening with Shiba's body. This is her honest opinion.
About the BBL, I don't think she did a BBL. She didn't do a BBL. Just chinyankole chicheji. Anse nakoze by the BBL. Rakuwa nakoze eriemera ejirira. It grows with every time you eat meat. Nayenga, I don't think it's a BBL. Oyo mwana bulijja ina amabina. So I think gagezerwa kuzaala, you know. Yeah, nenga bulijja ina amabina. You go look at all her old videos. She has butts. She has always had a butt. She's just bigger.
That is Kapakat. Yendoza Egwechicholoza, for those of you that are experts on BBL. Is that BBL or Bambiri Guaradi? But regardless, we are grateful for life. She has a concert that is going to be forthcoming, so make sure you support her. The queen herself, Shiba Karungi. Away from that, still watching On Point with Mr. Henrie, keeping you informed. Pastor Wilson Bugembe held a 3-day successful concert. This is history in the making. Abantu abasinga concert is Kurumu. Some have done 2 days, but this guy did 3 days. And the first 2 days were at Serena. The third day was in Nansana. Now, I personally went to Serena for the Friday night. Nemburane walk parking from down all the way. If you've been to Serena, you know how big and how vast the parking for Serena is. Parking here na yabade jude. But regardless, people came through and supported Pastor Wilson Bugembe. Even before the Friday night, tickets were sold out already. Now, among the people that came through to support him was fellow pastors like Aloysius Bujingo. He turned up. The Katikiro of Buganda, Peter Maiga turned up. And then, of course, the comedy that was on stage, Rema Namakula showed up. Kasuku was on stage for that song. Oyabada Kumeguru, Dr. Jose Chameleon came through, as we're showing you in this clip. Congratulations to you, Pastor Bugembe. Everyone that spent your penny, everyone that supported Pastor Bugembe, big up on yourself. Thank you so much. He was celebrating 20 years, and that's history in the making. 3 days concert.
You're watching On Point with Mr. Henrie.
You're still watching On Point with Mr. Henrie. Uganda People's Defense Forces spokesperson Felix Kulaije warns Ugandans against violence and even any intention of thinking about it come the elections of 2026. He spoke this on Saturday while addressing the press. And these were his words, to be precise. "We are ready to crush anyone who attempts to incite or engage in violence during the 2026 general elections." And of course, he said this, citing out examples of the recent pockets of violence that have been seen in the National Resistance Movement NRM primaries. Okurana kwabadde kungi nnyo. There's been violence, as you can see on some of the videos you see on your screen. Abantu bekubya obutebe, abantu ne barwana. So he said that violence is something that is not going to be tolerated come the elections of 2026. What do you think is going to be the political climate? Let me know after watching Felix Kulanje. This is what he had to say.
Don't dare start violence because we shall deal with you mercilessly. That one I can't lie. But two, you, the voters, probably I may tell our voters that casting a vote is so important that you have actually handed over your liberty of decision making for the next 5 years. So the question now comes, is the person you are giving the right to represent you worth your vote? If there are disputes, go to the resort to the legal means. But using soldiers, say to beat voters or to beat supporters of your rival is illegal and won't be tolerated. If you remember the case that happened in Zimbabwe, the officer was arrested. In Wemiaga, the officer was arrested. So the commander will be held responsible.
That was Felix Kulanje. You're still watching On Point with Mr. Henrie. What do you think is going to be the political climate come 2026? Are you ready to vote? Oinenanga muntu, onalonda, ovanedda. We'll be here to keep you posted.
You're watching On Point with Mr. Henrie.
Now, away from that, as we come into the beginning of the end of this amazing discussion, Uganda shines at the Chan. Now, we need to remember some important information. When this tournament began, Uganda lost to Algeria. But kubagolo satu kubwerere. Ugandans were furious. I remember vividly, there's a Ugandan who came and aired his anger. Bamukwata video nga agamba amazzi gasatu. Mutuskaninze emirundi esatu. Batukubye golo satu. So imagine if Uganda lost the game it had this week. Now, fortunately, that didn't happen. We won in a mudslide victory. Uganda yakubye golo satu.
Played shot. Serunjoji pops the ball in. Regan Bande! He has finally done it! He's been knocking at the door. Can he calm the nerves? Can he have ice in those veins? Will the star boy make the crane shine? Takes a cheeky penalty. And it's double the tally. Wasted absolutely no time and goes into his signature play momentarily there by Mohamed Kamara. Had a moment to dribble past the goalkeeper. And in that instance, Uganda, just as they conceded goal 3 to Algeria, they score in a similar fashion, rounding off the goalkeeper and slotting the ball calm, cool as a cucumber into the back of the net. An empty net and one that is begging to be over, for it's considered quite a number. Ivan Besigye makes it 3 for Uganda.
Now, this victory was much welcomed by Ugandans and was very much needed after we lost to Algeria in one of the opening matches of the tournament. The story emitwale esatu mwenkumi nnya mu lukumi mu kikumi, I beg your pardon, mu kikumi mu nsanvu mu ttaano nsanvu mu nnya, something around that. Now, woba obalamu ekyebiri ebiri, ticket yaddeyo ebiri, correct? Online. ekyebiri ebiri ng'otaddeko ne VIP ekyetaano. How much money is that? Fufu eri mu bintu. A lot of people came to congratulate the Uganda Queens, including Triple A, the Speaker of the Parliament, Anita Among, and so many other people. Congratulations to the Uganda Queens, and we look forward to more and more wins in the upcoming games in this CHAN tournament that is happening in the beautiful Pearl of Africa. Abawala bafunyemu abasajja, I'm told abawala tebava kufeya waawo basula the other respective hotel. Abasambi b'omupiira batambula. They are taking tours in Kampala at the Pearl of Africa. So we hope to reap so much from this tournament that is happening in the precious Pearl of Africa.
You're watching On Point with Mr. Henrie.
That's all you need to know that happened in this beautiful country, the Pearl of Africa, right here on Point with Mr. Henrie. Be rest assured that I'll be back to update you next week. Make sure you don't miss any single beat of these amazing stories. Follow us on our YouTube platform, On Point with Mr. Henrie. Also check out Great Meg Studios for the amazing content. And also follow, join, and be a part of the social media family. It's Mr. Henrie everywhere. MRHENRIE. Tosobola kumbura chali wange. Teka mbuteso ja kumfuna. Teka mune Great Meg Studios. GRATE Studios. And of course, like I said at the beginning of this discussion, that if you have an idea that you feel like you need to bring to life, if you love doing beautiful and amazing top-notch content, come to Great Meg Studios. Bajja kukwasaganya buterevu. You call them, hit them up, check out their numbers on the social media platforms or even the website www.greatmegstudios.
You're watching On Point with Mr. Henrie.
You're still watching On Point with Mr. Henrie. Stay away from my ass. She didn't say stay away. Keep up with my ass for now. You know how big and how...
This is On Point with Mr. Henrie.